Hey
Yeah.
y'all, we have another wonderful case study with the beautiful Molly. I cannot wait to get into this. Tell
Yeah.
us, who are you? Where are you located? How long you been doing hair? What's your title? All that jazz.
All right. I'm Molly Mars. I am located in Grand Rapids, Michigan currently. Um, and I've been doing hair for about 15 years. I've been in the industry a long time and I love it. Um, I'm a salon owner and I specialize in all kinds of crazy fun stuff, but most recently added to my repertoire energy healing, which is incredible.
And I'd love for you to do a little bit of a deeper dive into, because you've been in the industry for 15 years, you've been a salon owner for years. What intuitively motivated you to jump into becoming light? Like, what was the process like for you, or why? Like, how do we connect?
Yeah. It was very what's the word? It was just meant to be. I've for a lot of years I've been feeling like there's something that needs to happen in my services behind the chair that brings it a little bit deeper. Like there just needs to be a deeper level. And a lot of transition I've been going through recently, I was kind of looking for some training for myself. And I was like, I don't know what direction I want to go. Do I want to pursue this, like, energetic, like this kind of healing thing? I couldn't really quite put my finger on it. Or do I want to do some training in more of the business side of it, or more, where do I want to go? And somehow I found you on Instagram and started following you like a while beforehand. And I don't know what led to what exactly, just kind of fate. And then all of a sudden the universe was like, okay, here's this thing that's actually all of those. So here you go. I was like, oh, okay. It's exactly what I need right now. So
Yeah.
yeah. So I dove in and yeah, that's how what led me there.
Were you joined during a, let's be polite and call it a time of great change in your life? Let's call it
Yes.
that, right?
Yes.
So the
Yes.
circumstances were not perfect at all. It wasn't like
Oh.
I have the perfect space and I have the perfect like environment and like people and all the things, and you just said like I need to do this now.
Yeah. Yeah. It it really was a practice in trusting myself, which is something that I realized through this process. I need to do a lot of work with, and I still am doing work with that, but it's brought me a long ways. And it was this like leap of faith that was just like, you know what? There's not ever going to be a perfect circumstance, but also, if I can do it right now, if I can start right now, I can do it anytime, anywhere, and I will have the most solid foundation because I started in this like most tumultuous time in my life. And it actually is
So
something that helped me get through it all too, and really brought me through. So
dope. I love that. I love that we're talking about this because of that. I want you to talk about your process and like what was like working really great for you like during your time
yeah,
actively, and because of course like we're still connected.
yeah.
But tell us about what the process was like for you. What did you really love or all that?
For me personally, I was very nervous about being able to like incorporate everything in the correct steps because I'm always like, I got to do everything in the right way. But it was so awesome to have the the freedom to say, oh, like I can take what I need from this right now and incorporate it into my life. So for me, what worked best was really just focusing on myself and growing my practice and really growing, like I said, my trust in my intuition and my abilities, and then starting to kind of get this like proof of concept with my clients that I really trust and hold close. And so having it be a slower process for me, um but like understanding that it's something that is such a personal experience, and so it's really like it was very helpful to just kind of see in this container um the proof that you can trust yourself, go at your own pace, do what you need to do, and it's going to work out. So that's really what I got from it the most right now.
Yeah. Um, you had really great client results. Like I loved hearing from you, like when we were pinging back and forth, like what was happening, like how were your clients' reactions to everything, like when you worked on them?
Amazing. Like amazing. I almost can't believe it sometimes because I started working on my wife at first just because I was like, let me
Sure.
try things on you and my best friend. And they're like saying all these things. And I'm like, you just have to say that. And they're like, I'm like, you just want me to feel good because it worked or something. And then working on a couple of people that I barely knew, but kind of were brought into my path, I think, for the purpose of, because they had some circumstances that were a little bit, um, they really were at a time when they needed some help and some work. And I felt like it was, um, that it was fortuitous that they were brought into my path. Anyway, um, and hearing the results from them, I was just blown away. Like just people who said that they felt joy and happiness that they hadn't felt since they were a child, and people that said they had a release of something, like a deep hidden trauma that they didn't realize they were still holding on to, that they felt release and had like all of these incredible things that I couldn't have ever intended. And so that's just proof of, the work works, and you don't always have to be, um, aware of exactly, you're not in charge.
For sure.
you know
Yeah. Yeah. Um, and it sounded like the systems and the frameworks around the healing though, and like learning how to conduct a proper session, because some of those results were from like private, like long
yeah,
sessions and sessions
yeah,
that were done over time. Not always, something that's just done like during the hair service, like on the
absolutely.
floor. But it's really amazing that you were able to, that you had the frameworks, and it sounded like they really helped you for
the
how to do that and how to have a practice.
Yes, because that was something that, like I said, when I was looking for some training, or I was looking for something, um that I wanted to pursue, I didn't know how to go about it. And I didn't know, I was like, who am I to like be able to, help someone heal their energy? Because one of the first lessons that I learned that I've carried with me, and it's been one of the main, things that I keep in mind, is all healing is self-healing. And that's been very important for me to share with people. And so I was like, who am I to help people heal their energy and all of this? And so having these frameworks and having these systems and learning how to properly go about this and ethically go about this, and having the structure and systems in place has been, yeah, everything. Because then you can proceed with that background and that, foundation
Yeah,
of knowledge. So
that's beautiful. And I want to talk a little bit about the business and about like what your intentions are around that, because you are looking to anchor like something new and birth something totally new. And before we even
yeah.
got in this call, you had another idea. You're like, I'm going to launch this like another second business, which is so exciting.
Yeah.
So I want you to talk to me about the business and what your intentions are and all of that. Like where are you going like numbers wise, and have you done any projections on that?
As far as my own personal like business and growth,
Yeah.
yeah. um I have done some projections as far as like when I'm able to implement the pricing structure in my own work. And I can't like off the top of my off the top of my head bring numbers up to mind. Um, Let me see.
I think we were talking about at least like a $50 like increase like per hour. Is that correct? If I remember us chatting about it.
Yeah, it was gonna be at least that much. I think what I landed on was gonna be $50 per hour above what kind of my average had been. And then,
Mhm.
projecting that out, I've kind of made
Which
it, huh?
which is going to bring like at least an additional 5 grand into your business, by the way.
At least. Well, and as I was
Per
saying, yeah,
month.
yes, yes. And as I was figuring it out, I was kind of looking at all these different, you know, business plans that I have and things that I want to create and things that I want to birth, and just saying like, okay, wouldn't it be so great if I could work, you know, 3 days a week behind the chair, and then I can work on my businesses the rest of the time. And so, um, I've, I've figured out a method and a plan, using the structure from Becoming Light um, to create a path towards that. And that's something that I'm going to be able to hit within the next year. So yeah.
Um, I would love to talk a little bit about the healing for yourself, as well as like your energetic structures, as well as like abundance, because of the news that you just told me before we got on this call. So talk to me about the healing for you and how impactful that's been.
Oh, it's been invaluable. Um, the healing, for the personal healing that I've experienced while going through this program, like I don't think that I could have gotten through most of what I've been through recently without it. There's a couple of very pivotal things that have happened in the last, like, I would say 6 to 8 months that have been life changing. And one of them was deciding to take a leap on myself and take a chance on myself and invest and enroll in this program. And yeah, there's so many things that I didn't realize I didn't want to tackle, and that I didn't realize I didn't want to deal with. Um, and as they came up, like yeah, it's given me so many tools to use, so many tools I can pass on, then also to other people close to me in my world that are dealing with some similar situations to me. Um, some tools that, yeah, that I've been really able to implement on a daily basis. And I've seen uh, results that I can't question. Like, you know,
Yeah.
did that answer that?
For sure,
Okay.
5,000%, 5,000%. I remember us, I think we cried together on your discovery call when like you
Yeah.
enrolled, because it's a huge leap of faith moment.
Yeah.
And watching you step into your power has been really uplifting, and I'm really excited to watch even more unfold for you. And I bet this has impacted all of your relationships.
Yeah, absolutely. It has. Yep.
Yeah, like
It's
down to your salon staff, to obviously at home and everything. It sounds like even within your business.
hmm yeah. And I think just giving me all of the tools to create a space within myself that is like a calm, powerful, trustworthy, just like this space that I need to live in, has then radiated that out. And I don't, things that would normally affect me and impact me are just so like, I can deal with that. It's okay. Because I'm, you know,
Yeah,
valid in myself. So yeah.
yeah. Do you have any advice for anybody who's watching this?
Do it. Do it, do it, do it. Do it, do it, do it. One of the best decisions you'll probably make, um, because it doesn't matter where you are in your journey. It doesn't matter what you need to get out of it. You'll find what you need to get out of it, because there is literally something for everyone at every stage in their journey. And you don't have to be in a specific place, and you're never going to be ready enough. So it's, you know, there's no time like today.
If viewers want to follow you, where can they find you?
I'm on Instagram and at Molly Mars _OG. And that's that.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you for sharing your story with
Oh,
us today.
thank you. I appreciate everything. And your amazing program is life changing. So
Awesome. I can't wait to
love
see
you.
what else happens.
Mm, thanks.